Sir from 17 once again. This is some Dark Souls PvP. This is me using a caster build. This is the first one I've ever made, and do bear with it. The first few videos are me using a rapier and not using the spells, which is not what I want to do with this build. Ooh, that should have been a backstab right there. And it's a little different, it's a change of pace. I've done quite a lot of matches with it. A lot of the techniques that you've got to use as this type of character are a little bit cheap, I do admit, but ooh, he's using a Hornet, so I suppose it's fine. Hornets, host him with a Hornets. Post-patch it doesn't really mean much anymore, but there's still that part of me inside that thinks you really need to try that hard to win, especially when you've got phantom range like that. Seems a little excessive. But I think this is the same guy. Yeah, it is. And apparently, he's gone from being super polite to full dickhead mode. And he gets a nice parry, which he's going to one-shot me with. Oh no, he doesn't. Because this build only has 1500 vitality because all the other stats are in. You know, stuff that's helpful. Which does make sense. And the whole glass cannon approach to mages is more fun, even though you can't take anything. This guy doesn't know about pivot backstabs, apparently. That should have done some damage, but he used the iframe really well on that. And you'll notice he's using a shield to stop magic. And that was just stupid from me right there. Didn't have my shield up. But hopefully I'm going to be learning at this moment in time not to use my rapier as much. I'm supposed to be using the spells, that's the point. I've currently got the Tin Catalyst on, and we're in the Chasm of the Abyss. Did he just fall off? Oh no, he went down the invisible bit. Drop attack! Oh, that would have been so good. So, nice 2v1 in one of the worst places you can fight environmentally, but extremely fun when it comes to taking on gankers, because it's dangerous for everyone. I'm going to get hit by lightning. Jesus, how am I alive? There is a big cuddly piece of humanity. This is me popping humanity, and that guy cannot aim. This is crazy, this video. I forgot how crazy it was, just dropping off of ledges. These could be pitfalls, but somehow they're not. Here come the pursuers. There we go, the virgin cast of one of the most overpowered things you can do on the game. There is the insta-kill of the host. There's me jumping off the edge. That is a successful anti-gank. But this is invading in the Royal Woods. Am I being chased by people? No. Usually what I like to do is I like to turn the camera so I'm looking behind me, and I like to lure gankers who don't think I know they're there. I lure them into the Colosseum, I get pursuers up, I get like dark bead up, and then I point blank them as they enter. And I know it's not very nice, but so is 2v1ing an innocent little mage, so fuck them. But this guy's summoning a phantom, and I'm not entirely sure where. He's not at the Artorias door, I don't think he's at Calamite. So I'm thinking he's at the beginning of the Royal Woods. We'll soon find out though. I will say one thing as well, I've been watching people cast this game on PlayStation 3, and the performance on the PlayStation is significantly better than the Xbox. Don't get me wrong, I'm aware that the lag on the PS3 is atrocious, I'm aware it's a lot different and a lot worse than the Xbox, but just the general performance of the game, because the PS3 is a much more capable system when it comes to the hardware. Yeah, probably should have edited this out, guys, I do apologise. I usually crossfade and shit and get to the action, but this is me showing you when I have to put up with sometimes when you do things in this wood. Because as fun as it is big, and it allows for people to go in some pretty fucking stupid places. Like, what I usually do is, I immediately run up to the elevator to see if it's activated. If it's activated, it saves me a chore. If it's not, it means I have to come down here. If I get to this bridge and Calamite does the swoop, it means they haven't gone to the bridge yet, so they have to be in the Royal Wood area. Notice I'm looking for him there. He doesn't come, so it means they've already been this way. I can hear a stone golem moving above me. He always moves, though. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. And I think we're going to find these guys fighting with the serfs and the stone golems before the bridge that the elevator that leads down into Artorias' area. That's what I think, but I can't see any life bars, so I'm wrong. And another thing that really bugs me on console compared to PC, because the draw distance is not as good, they employ this stupid blur, and when you're moving and you're running and you're trying to look around into the distance, you can't see anything, and it makes your eyes feel terrible. When it's nothing to do with your eyes, it's the fucking system that's intentionally blurring shit so it doesn't have to render it. But yeah, sorry guys, this is ridiculous, there's no action or anything. I can hear him now. There we go, there's one. There's his phantom. Do they know I'm here? We'll soon find out when I cast pursuers and chase him. Come on. Come on! Oh, it missed him. And he's got the Darkwood Grain Ring on, which doesn't help. Oh, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. He's gonna get healed, though. Yeah, he's already been fucking healed. God, that Estus Flask. It's the bane of it. Oh, Divines! Wow. This guy's loving it. I've noticed a lot of people with Divines. Cheeky bastards. A Boulder Side Sword too, and a failed backstab. But the host is not doing much. The host is hoping this guy kills me and healing him when he starts to lose, which I suppose is an interesting technique. This is me still not using my spells effectively, which is just stupid when I'm a spellcaster. Velka's Rapier is great, and I do like rapiers, but I should be using my strengths here like that. If I'd have been a little quicker on that, that would have hit. That is a mistake, because I'm not good at swapping spells. That is a good punish backstab. That should be a backstab. Apparently not, I'm about to die. But at least they fought me fairly, so I'm not too bothered at all so far, unless I get slapped by the host immediately. No, that was cheeky. But how many people do you know who use the Boulder Side Sword that do nothing but poke? Nothing but poke with it. Don't get that, but good fight anyhow. This is the Madness 666, or just 66, whatever it was. Didn't quite catch it. And once again, I'm invading from a real stupid part of the Royal Woods. Why the hell am I invading from Artorias' door? I must have been running through the woods a lot, got annoyed and decided to invade closer. And Sod's Law being what it is, everybody was at the opposite side of the fucking woods when I did it. But I'm going to do a cut now because I'm sick of watching me run. So apparently when I was editing this I had a stroke and didn't realise that I'd not, edited it correctly, because the first part of this video has no editing, the last part has tons, so what the fuck was I doing? That is great, just then what he just did. If anybody doesn't know what's just happened, that is Vow of Silence. That means I cannot cast any spells at all for, I think it's 30 seconds. Very, very clever. Only problem is he's got a buff and he's not using it. I'm a spellcaster with a rapier. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, that's what's happening. But still, that is awesome, that. Really, really good. That is something that I'm going to start doing, actually. I've gid. God, that's so from where I am. That's a parlance of my area. That I've given, sorry. I've given 2 of my faith builds an extra attunement slot just so they can use Vow of Silence. What was I doing then? That doesn't even make any sense. Is this guy using a lightning Zweihander? Gotta give him balls. Not only that, but he's got semi-full cleric gear on, Havel's helmet, and he's hitting trees. Look at him. He's got a good shield on, though. A good shield against me. Poke. Come on. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? I don't know if he knows what he's trying to do. Ooh! Touché, sir. Touché. Dodging that. So as you can see, it's a rough start. I'm not exactly the best magician when it comes to casting spells, but I believe I get better at it. I don't have Crystal Magic weapon on any of my slots because I'd be tempted to just use that. If anybody's wondering. I don't have Crystal Soul Spear because I don't think I've done Logan's side quest. I don't have the Crystal Breath thing either. I might have changed that. You'll notice I've gone from the tin catalyst to this like bendy stick one. I love that. I love it when people use the items from putting the game. If you go on any forum or any place where people play Dark Souls PvP a lot, they will tell you that using that item he used, the silver pendant, is absolute suicide. And it is, but God bless him for trying. And 305,000 souls. That guy was very high. And they were co-oping. And I should have probably given them the choice there, but I didn't. I was mean. So I do apologise for that, whoever that was. But I don't know, sometimes when I use a cracked orb to go into somebody's world, I want to achieve something. I don't know if you guys feel the same. So this is a dude wearing full giants, and he has the Black Knight normal sword, Black Knight sword. He's two-handing it, and he's looking like set up parry heaven. He's just changed to is that a bow? Why the fuck are you that close with the bow? I love this guy already. I don't know. Oh, don't flask, it's gonna hit you. Oh, dude. What's he doing? He's trying to do a wake up Darkbead. That is so deadly, that. Yeah. This is somebody we've invaded before. He's with a friend again. And I believe this is a pretty compelling way of how not to win a gank. Because I thought there was one phantom with this host, but there's two, and you'll notice he's coming up my ass right now. It's full on gay porn. Here they come, all three of them. Oh, goodness me, I'm in trouble. But oh, he's got one. Run away, run away! Oh, you know, sometimes you just think, what the hell are you even trying to do? But this is Nomad Alicat, and every time it does a crossfade, my PC's lagging. Doesn't make any sense at all. The CPU's not being used up. It's got a fucking beast of a machine inside it. No excuse for it to do that. Right, so this guy, Chester outfit, talisman, blood shield, Black Knight Great Axe. Jesus Christ, what's in that wog? And what's with my timing? Terrible. Is what that is. Oh, so bad. So these videos are quite old, but it doesn't matter. That's still a terrible mistake. But I'm going to wear it with pride because it made me laugh. So this is Spellcaster on Spellcaster. He's got Crystal Soul Mass up, I put Pursuers up, I hit him with a Soul Mass, or a Soul Spear, sorry, then my Pursuers chase him. He actually bowed before this fight as well, and I always feel bad for that, but now I feel immediately better. You see that shit? Did you see that shit? How sneaky was that? He bows, distracts me, I kill him, feel bad for killing him like the way I did, and then his fucking phantom turns up. That's like something from Only Fools and Horses. It really is. But this is Rubric. There's another laggy PC transition. And whatever happened before this moment, I didn't see. Oh, there he is. Because the transition got all jizzed up. So he's got Soul Mass. I want to drop on people and kill them. Oh, I'm going to try it. Yeah. Oh, too late. Why did I hesitate? That was just disgraceful. But I'm going to do that successfully. Which is the last thing I do. But this is a quick Anno Londo invasion thrown in for good measure. Here's me popping grass, even though I shouldn't be popping grass. I should be focusing on spellcasting. Watch this. Hang on a second. That arrow's tiny. That cannot be the Silver Knight. And lo and behold, he's got a giant Havel bitch in here. But he kills the Sentinel, and there's no point going for the Phantom when I can kill the host. So here comes the host. Here comes Pursuers. I'm not too sure he knows what that means. That's 1200 damage immediately. People say that spell's not overpowered. And everything they say the same thing. Oh, you just roll through it. And I've got videos of me rolling through it. I thought I knew the timing. The other day, I found lag. And I did perfect rolls through Pursuers and still took full damage. Like, it doesn't matter how good you are with that spell. If the connection is not in your favour, you are going to take some serious damage. But I do think Pursuers are overpowered, but I don't hold anything against them. I don't mind them at all. The only one I mind is the fact that Darkbead, Dark Blob, whoever it's called, and Darkbead, Dark Blob, Pursuers, all have the same cast. It's a different duration of time and a different effect at the end, but it's all potentially the same thing, so you can't tell what it is, and I hate that. And obviously Dark Bead. Dark Bead up close, far too powerful, but it really doesn't bother me. Because it's one of those things where when you're up against a mage, it's all they have. The spells are the only thing that they can do. So getting mad at the fact that those spells are powerful when they hit you, and they hardly ever hit you, you can't get mad at that. So this guy says hello after I'm like, yo dude, I'm here. He doesn't respond, he doesn't move. And I think this guy summoned somebody, because I don't know if he knows what's going on. Like I'm not too sure, I don't get it. Really don't get it. I mean, look at him. Giant's helmet, black flame, golem torso, guardian leggings, shield of Artorias, boom, that's a soul spear, summoning phantom, like, does this guy even know what's happening right now? This is me trying to cast spells far too close. They've got some curl on them, but not enough. Oh, don't do that. We're too close for this. Ooh, pain. And then I think the phantom turns up wondering what's going on. So I point him down to show him that I'm displeased with his methods, but there's no malice behind it. This is Tusk Shinobi, which I assume is an acronym for some kind of clan. Oh, this is an interesting one. Because this is one of those fights where somebody who's really competitive and hates losing, or just, you know, does everything they can to win on Dark Souls will probably not understand this engagement. Because I can't say someone who hates losing because I hate losing, but the difference is I don't mind losing for a good reason. So this is literally sorcerer on sorcerer at this moment in time. I let him kill the enemies, which a lot of people look down on because they believe you should just run in there and start wrecking shit up, which I just don't understand personally. And this is one of those fights where he's a spellcaster trying to get close in Catan and me, which I don't really do. And as soon as he pulls a spell out, it surprises me and it does some significant damage, so watch this. If this is the one I'm thinking of. So there goes his Dragon Breath move. There goes the Punish Backstab on it because he was a little slow. Go for the Wake Up Dark Bead. It doesn't do a lot of damage. And there, he heals. It's like, oh, come on, brother. And I throw the Lloyds at him. He runs away, and I think it's coming up here. Yeah, I got to cast like an idiot. Look at that. Look at that. It's just complete inexperience. And then I sent that guy a message saying, if you're going to heal, dude, don't bow. Because what's the point in showing respect when you do something like that, which is completely disrespectful? And he then turned that comment around into, you know, I'm not good at the game, I beat you, you just, you know, sore about losing. And like, does that guy not realise that I stood and watched him clear out all those enemies? I could have easily cast Pursuers, cast Soul Spear, and then come and just rumbled him down. You know, these people don't seem to realise that you give them these liberties, and then they just assume that when you tell them that you don't like something that they did, that you're angry that you lost, when in all effect, I've lost plenty of times. It doesn't even register anymore. It's just another lesson. It's just Dark Souls being Dark Souls. And when you said to people, and I didn't even say it in an aggressive tone or sarcastic, I said it as polite as I could. I literally said, if you're going to bow, please don't heal in the future. And he just got super defensive, and it's some fucking people, man. Like, after he started sending those messages back saying that I was upset for losing and stuff, it got to the point where if we were in real life, I'd have just picked up a glass tumbler and smashed his fucking face in. But that's a different story for another time. So here is a host and a phantom. You'll notice I gave them every opportunity to go through that boss fog. So anybody here who says, oh, they're just co-oping, fuck off. Because they're not, are they? They're not just co-oping. They are intentionally engaging me to try and get some easy souls. You can't defend it. You literally can't. And this guy here, the Phantom's actually pretty clever. The host is trash. The host is just the general Burger King moron you come across in the forest. But the Phantom is putting up magic on his shield for a defense. He's wearing interesting clothing. He's probably a decent fight when he's on his own. But I do my signature move, which is falling off the side. I don't know why I do that. And I do it a lot. And this happens, which is not cool. Because 2 against 1 was probably winnable. 3 against 1, you never know. The third person coming in might actually be really good. And that shield took it all. didn't know that the shields could do that. Oh, went for the backstab but got clipped. I need to kill the host. I don't know why I'm fucking about with the phantom. The host is the moron here. The host is set up parry land. And he's also the person that can heal, but the thing I hate about these engagements, they're always the same. You go for somebody and somebody goes for your back. And if this is what I think it is, watch this. Wog. Immediate wog. Yeah, I remember this. Look at him. He's in there for 30 seconds. He uses, what were that, 2 Wrath of Gods, 3 Wrath of Gods, and then he points me down. Then the host is super happy. It's like, really, guys? That's a good thing? What you just did there? That's something to be proud of, is it? Do you stick that on the fridge and show your mum? Are you fucking mongoloids? Like, what is this? But, welcome to the Royal Woods. It's just a bigger toilet as the Darkroot Garden. It's just less frequent. Look at this. I can already see this is going to be a good one. Life Hunt Scythe. Massive shield. Havel shield, no less. And magic. And a mask. And this guy's like Christmas. Oh no, he's not wearing a mask, sorry. It's just like one there. And right there I made another mistake. But look at that shield. How good is that shield at absorbing magic? I wouldn't know because I've never used it. And the reason I've never used it is because using a giant shield like that generally incurs that you're going to somehow be defensive. I just don't do that. So here we go. Immediately we've got somebody buffing as I enter. He's not too smart though. He just took a big bullhack in the face. He rolled through that one, which was better, but he not rolled through that. Yeah. Sorry dude, but you were the one being overly aggressive. And I don't understand that at all. I don't understand trying to attack somebody as they spawn, because not only are they invulnerable, but it just makes you seem like a dick. You're the type of person that sucker punches in a normal fight, and everybody knows a sucker puncher is someone who can't fight and relies on that one punch KO to try and get anywhere. Oh, there you go, just punch him with the catalyst. That's how I roll. What the hell just hit me then? This guy's lagging, it could have been him. Ooh, feeling that one. What am I doing? Why would I? Oh, this is just weird now. Lag and a bow. It was probably him that hit me. But Pursuers is cast. I've got 1 Soul Spear. If you're wondering why I changed Catalyst, it's not because I wanted to lose the damage, it's because I wanted to gain the extra castings, and I didn't want to use the Dust Crown. That was just dumb, too far away to do a setup parry. And I'm going to heal, but where's this Phantom? Am I going to get killed by the Phantom? Oh wow, do you see that archer just chilling out? What's he doing? Oh, he's got a shuttle. The only problem is, one of the things with shuttles, guys, this is a big tip for you. If your opponent has the ability to use both cognition and his brain, although technically cognition is a part of your brain, it's the ability to process thought, he's probably going to know what you're doing with a shuttle. The only people that don't know what a shuttle does are probably bad players. So if you run up to somebody when you've just pulled the shuttle out, you're going to get parried, because the first thing you're going to do is the R2, and it's super dangerous. I've been guilty of it myself, running up to somebody I didn't know was experienced with the game, immediately went to go through his shield and boom, parried. So be very careful with that, because like the amount of people that will buff a shuttle and then run at you hoping to get those lucky swings is kind of ridiculous. So this is the choice again, if anybody doesn't know what I mean by the choice. This is me giving them the opportunity to go their own way, but they don't, because nobody does, because people are dickheads, and it's just how the game works. So I'm stood over here, hoping that they go to fight Calamite or Artorias or whatever, but they've got no interest. They're bowing, they're just generally knobheads, and they're all spellcasters, which makes this interesting. And I make the mistake of taking all those hits to the face. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to set Chester off, but all the spells missed, and this guy's super impressed with himself, even though he's using an effigy shield, which, blocks lightning. No, it's not an effigy shield, it's a spiked shield, sorry, my bad. Ooh, that's interesting. So we've got a White Phantom, I assume, protecting the host. And look at that, both of them casting Pursuers, and I get a nice little double banger with some Soul Spear. And my Pursuers goes out, his Pursuers goes out, and I'm about to die. Yeah, look at that. Bad play on my part, can't even excuse it. Shouldn't have tried to spam cast, should have rolled through and then appropriately carried on, but I get excited, so I let myself off. But anybody who wants a challenge, I would definitely say, you know, play as something like this, because I'm not saying it's difficult, because these spells are just ridiculous when they work. But what is difficult is going from being somebody who likes to swing a sword and engage with a shield to being a fairy that likes to fire sparkles at people is definitely more challenging than I thought it would be. I don't think it's the most fun way to play. In fact, sometimes I've enjoyed it, other times I've hated it. I do think you stand an advantage against 2v1s and 3v1s just because of the spells that, you know, shoot themselves, like Pursuers and Crystal Soul Mass. Oh, this is great, This person bows after summoning somebody. I attack them during the bow, and then they send me a message saying that it's rude to attack them in the bow. So I politely responded saying, I do apologise, but the moment you bowed, the moment you summoned a phantom, all rules went out of the window. And it was a girl who sent the message, I assume, because she had a female gamer tag. Who knows? It could be some guy in drag. But then she proceeded to send me several messages about Dark Souls etiquette, and it's like, hang on a second here. Every single person on this game, except for me and a handful of other people, are absolute, you know, impolite douchebag. Just stab this hell out of your face before you've even spawned with 3 friends using divine blessings and every cheap thing they can do, modded stats, and you're having a go at me because you fucking summoned a phantom and I attacked you. It's like, oh wow, that guy was doing too many flips. But as I was saying, you cannot expect anybody on this game to respect you. You can't. You can't do it, because it doesn't work that way. You can't give anybody the benefit of the doubt. You can't try to take the moral high ground with things, because it just doesn't work. And for somebody to lecture me after, you know, making the biggest mistake you can make in a 1v1, it's just redundant. And I was nice with that person as much as I could, until she just kept on getting fucking self-righteous and just sending me these massive, just essentially where it was a telling off. And it's like, fuck you! Why the fuck should I play like you want me to play? And this is the same thing I say millions, I'm not that fucking popular. This is the same thing dozens of people have said to me. Why should we play like you want us to play? And the answer is simple. You shouldn't. That's the point. You buy the game, you play the game you want it to. The only difference with me is I'm making videos and putting what I believe on them and putting my thoughts and my opinions forward. And that's, you know, kind of the point of them. But it just seems so strange for her to get so, like, fucking self-righteous with it. She's like, what? What are you even doing? Like, it was just silly. But that's the end of the first section anyhow, guys. I hope you enjoyed the change of pace. Not too sure how much of this stuff there's going to be with this particular build, because it's not my forte at all. I don't really enjoy it. It can be fun, but who knows. But anyhow, you take care.